What's going on, guys? Thank you for checking out my article in this month's Shutter Magazine. I'm Michael Anthony from Michael Anthony Photography in Los Angeles. Guys, this month we were talking about better blogging tips in order to increase the business and traffic that is coming to your website. The first thing in our article that we're talking about is making sure that the text in your article, in your blog post, makes sense not just from a reader standpoint, but also from a search engine optimization standpoint. It may seem like common sense to put keywords in your content in order to get found, but there's a couple of things I just want to touch on really quick. Now, Google in the last year and a half, they've become a lot smarter about being able to detect when people are keyword stuffing their blog posts or content on their webpage, and they're actually penalizing people who are not writing rich, engaging content in order to engage the viewers who are coming to a website. So rather than just writing a bunch of text that just doesn't necessarily make sense, but it has your keywords in it, try sending out a questionnaire to your clients, if it's a wedding or a portrait or whatever it may be, in order to get some answers to some questions so that you can develop some content. For instance, for a wedding, we'll send them out a questionnaire that says, how did you guys meet? What were you thinking when he proposed? The answers to these questions, especially for a bride, are going to be broad, and they're going to give you guys a lot of content that you're able to use in your blog post while you're incorporating keywords, but still making it make sense for the search engines. In addition to that, make sure that the title structure to your blog post is keyword rich as well too. So we put a couple of examples in our article, but we may usually use the location of the shoot or the type of shoot that it is, along with my city wedding photographer, my city portrait photographer, whatever it may be for you guys. But what you want to do is in those titles, you want to use what you would like to get found for on Google. And your goal is ultimately to have people find your blog post and see your work and then ultimately contact you as well. The next thing I want to touch on is the metadata in your images. And guys, this is so important for being found in Google. And many times people completely forget about it. I know when I was starting out, I looked at the metadata tab and I was just completely dumbfounded by how many options there were, and I didn't even know what to put in those options. So I'm going to tell you first and foremost that when you guys fill out the metadata in the tab for each and every image that's going to go on your blog, you will see a dramatic improvement in your search engine optimization. So I put descriptions in every single one of the categories that matter for search engine optimization in my article, so make sure you guys check that out. But most importantly, when it comes to that caption, make sure you're writing 100 to 300 words per image. I know this can take forever. Believe me, I drive my staff crazy. It drives me crazy when we're trying to create a blog post, because this is something that I'm really big on, is that making sure that we're being found by writing a descriptive caption. And think about it like this: if you feel like it takes a lot of time, your competitor out there is not doing this because it takes a lot of time. It's a lot of work. Okay, so this is something that you can do to separate yourself from your competition and also be able to be found when other people are not doing this to their images. Okay, guys. The next thing that I want to talk about is making sure you're blogging for your next client. Your blog is not for your current client that the shoot is about. It's for the next person who may find you. And where that matters is, especially in a wedding situation, but even in a portrait too, you don't want to be using images on your blog that are not representative of your best work. Okay, if you are not 100% proud of that image, don't put it on your blog, even if you feel like it helps tell the story. Okay, and I'm gonna talk about this from the wedding standpoint for a second. Okay, oftentimes we feel the need to put images of certain details, flowers, whatever, rings, or the close-up shots of the bride putting on the ring, even things like the first kiss. They're all important moments for the story. No doubt you're going to want to use those in your album, but think twice about putting them on your blog. And the reason I say that is because when potential clients are going and they're scrolling through other photographers' blog posts, they're going to see the same first kiss picture over and over again. The same picture of a bride and groom holding hands, cutting the cake, smiling, the bride's feeding the groom the cake. If she didn't smash that cake in his face and it's not an incredible moment or something that's funny or just very creative, leave it out. Put something on that blog that is going to show what you do as a photographer that's different from your competitors, right? You want people to come to your blog, scroll through those images and say, oh my God, this photographer is different than anything that I have ever seen. we've got to contact this person right away. So in just like with your portfolio, guys, less is more. Make sure that you're using the best images on your blog, because that is the first place that your clients are going to go when they're considering hiring you in order to see what you're doing currently. And another topic that I didn't really touch about in my article so much, make sure you're blogging often, okay? Because if your potential client goes to your blog right now, they see your website, pictures are beautiful, right? Then they go to your blog and they see that you haven't blogged anything since August or, July. They're going to think you're not even working. You're not busy. And remember, perception is based on reality. So you want to make sure that these people are seeing that you're working hard and you're a current photographer. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about is marketing your blog post. And oftentimes when we finish a wedding or a shoot, we are so desperate to get those images on the Facebook, tag our clients in it, and have the liking frenzy that normally happens after an event. But I'll be honest with you guys, the most effective way to do this is to take that blog post, post a link in your on your Facebook page, even on your personal page if you're friends with a lot of your clients, and get them to come back to your website, okay? The reason that you want that instead of having them like your Facebook page or share your Facebook images is because all of your marketing content is on your website. In fact, for most photographers, we don't have a brick and mortar studio, or at least that's not how we market our business, right? People don't just drive by and see us. They find us on our website, and millennials will do all the research